Binta comes across as a woman with integrity.
She is a woman with a lot of wisdom.
She has that milk of human kindness. She likes people around her.
She is a friend, she's my in-law, and she's my mentor.
She has worked very clearly within the rules of engagement.
She is a leader, a role model, a transformer that has brought about change, a true symbol of democracy. She is leaving her footprints in the golden sands of history. She is a real Democrat. She is truly tested and trusted.
I'm Honorable Hon Binta Bello, member representing Kaltungo, Shangum. I'm from Shangum local government of Gombe State. And I was born after the Biafran War, last early 70s. My father was an ex-army veteran. I started my Western education in the Southwest, precisely on those states. Then, when we were transferred to Kaduna, I have to come back to Gombe State to finish my secondary education in WTC Bajoga. We are the last set of grade 2. That was in 1988. Then I proceeded to I started working as a class teacher with the local government service then. Then from there I transferred my services to state government. That was Old Bauchi State. I worked with Ministry of Works and Housing under area office Gombe from 1990 to 2005, where I left for a construction firm in Maiduguri. I worked with EAC. No, then when I was working with Ministry of Works and Housing, I went to just to have my diploma. I had it in public admin. That was in 1993 to 95. From there, I came back to my working place where I worked for quite a long time. I left Maiduguri, where I worked as their PRO. It was a Chinese firm, construction company. In 2006, the then governor of Gombe State, Dr. Mahmoud Mogoje, gave me an appointment as deputy chairman in my local government, as caretaker deputy chairman in my own local government. I served from 2006 to 2007. After his re-election in 2007, then he appointed me as Commissioner of Women Affairs, where I served as Commissioner for almost 4 years, from 2007 to 2010, November precisely. That was when I resigned to go and contest for House of Reps. When my people asked me that I should come and contest, then I give it a try.
She retired from the civil service, then she joined politics. Because they were all over her. They know what she would do. That was why all the politicians were around her, all the political parties, but she chose to be with the PDP.
I've known Honorable Hon Binta Bello from childhood. And since that time, she has been a very exceptional child. Because from a very tender age, she has been humane, kind, very gentle.
She likes people around her. And she did a lot when she was in the ministry. Even her last kobo, she would just take it and give you. And when I was growing up, considering where my village is and where I'm coming from, and considering the fact that I wasn't born in my village, there is this sympathy I have in my heart for my people. Whenever we visited home, I used to see the kind of water they drink. Their condition of living, in fact, is so devastating. I always tell my father that when I grow up, I become something in life. Well, the first money I will get in life, I have to put it to the community. He asked me why. I say, I just want to make a change to them. I want to assist them. He will say that, okay, I will be praying for you to become something in life since you have this will for the people.
And since that time, she has been a very exceptional child.
They say, Hajia, how do you start that one? They say, it's by His grace. Whenever I sleep, I don't used to sleep. I used to think how I'll do with people.
First of all, she started with a block of classrooms in her community.
Keeping in line with her attitude, I think she built on that in her career.
So in 2005, that was when my uncle gave me the title of Gado Damasu. So after my title, I just feel that, okay, I started getting money. Should I go back to the drawing board as I promised that I want to assist my people?
Then she was even a civil servant, because she went there to the school. She found out that in the classroom, there are about 150 students having 3 registers. And that was the school she went through. She said, no, they need something. Let me do something. Then she started building. She built a block of classrooms and she furnished it.
So when I was going through the due process to give it to the Minister of Education, then the huddle started. Because the people in politics in my area then were thinking that, why should she come and build a classroom and donate to the community? Maybe she wanted to supersede us in politics, or she wanted to outshine us. All the suspicions were there. They write a petition to the state government that they shouldn't come to collect the building I'm donating to the secondary school, because they are seeing me as ambitious and they are seeing as if opposition are sponsoring me to come and do the projects. Then when I met the governor one-on-one, I asked him that, Your Excellency, why are you not taking the building I offered to the state government? I say, your people doesn't want us to take. I say, am I donating to my people, or am I contributing to the growth of education? He said, you're contributing to the growth of education. I say, if you are not supporting them, then tell your Commissioner of Education to come and take over the structure. So that very day, we had a very laudable ceremony. The wife of the governor was there, all his aides were there, he sent delegation. So I just declared that, okay, I donated 11 sewing machines to women and 11 motorcycles to the men. I said, okay, today I want to declare that I become a PDP card holder in my own alma mater, that's my village. So that's how I started.
She didn't want to just start saying that she wants to get into politics, but it's the politics that said there is a potential in this woman. She will do something for us.
Believe me, these are the kind of women that we need in politics, and the women folk should be very proud of her, should continue to support her, because she is doing the women proud and she is doing the state proud as well.
I believe that for any society to thrive, the women within that society must equally thrive, because women, you cannot quantify the importance of women in any society.
As we demonstrated, as you see the women demonstrating yesterday, holding her tight, it's just a sign of saying that what the men can do, the women can do even better. Not because I was one that was having the ceremony yesterday, but because we have this belief in women that as mothers, as wives, and as daughters, we should care for the men. We should have love for our own children. If really we can love our men and love our children, then definitely we can manage every situation we find ourselves in. That's why women are demonstrating with her tithe, and her tithe is in the northern Nigeria. It's a sign of being a woman. And that means that they have tested the leadership of women. And I want to tell you that even in Nigeria now, not only in my own constituency, not in my state, even in Nigeria, a lot of women have written their names with a golden pen in Nigeria.
It's always the #1 challenge for women. People give you that post grudgingly. They don't know whether you will be able to do it or not. And so we have to work extra hard. We have to do things twice as much as men will do it, so that the difference will be very, very clear. And she's been up to the task. We can say that she has done excellently well.
and that has been echoed even by His Excellency and Speaker of the House of Representatives. I was really happy to hear him saying very good things about her.
It is all encompassing, from health to education, from education to empowerment in areas of economic activity. And I'm particularly impressed by the van that has been given out to women who are into manufacturing and producing of bread here in Kaltungo. That is quite commendable. I would like to publicly acknowledge the fact that Hon Binta Bello has been one outstanding member of the House of Representatives, and she has been doing exceedingly well in the House of Representatives in terms of representation, in terms of committee work, and in terms of what we have seen today.
Yesterday, the comment of the Speaker that Honorable Binta Bello is an effective member in the committee system. She works very hard in her oversight responsibility. She has done very, very well.
Even from the chambers and committee activities here at the House of Representatives, she has displayed, extra, and let me use our, word, uncommon, qualities and attributes, for a woman. She is a woman who is very confident. She is a bridge between, the different, women in the House of Representatives.
With the comment of the governor of Gombe, that was the icing of the cake.
This is one of our quietest constituency. It's one of the forthcoming, very positively forthcoming constituency. And that is why no matter what kind of situation we are inside, we always take time to be with you. Today, I'm here to support Hajia Binta to do what she has just done, to contribute in a very little way, or in her little way, what she can contribute. Like we know, it's not responsibility of Hajia Binta to do what she has done today. As a lawmaker, we elected Hajia Binta to go and make very good laws for us. So anything to the contrary is an addition to the primary responsibility that
the governor has attested yesterday, that she has done more and much more is still being expected from her. Even though this is not part of her legislative responsibilities, it is just an extra step in cushioning the primary responsibilities she had to deliver to her constituents. And we want to believe that for a first-timer in the 7th Assembly to perform excellently at all strata, I think it is worthwhile for the people of our constituency to say that she deserves a second chance.
I'm not surprised at the giant strides of Honorable Binta. In her constituency, at least yesterday, the people affirmed that they did not make a mistake in sending her, a woman, to represent them.
And also from the award that she got, which is an international award. Some people may think hearing that you get an award, they will feel maybe you lobbied for it or whatever, but she got an international award because of the way she carried out her affairs in the House of Representatives.
Well, I'm surprised because I have never known that somebody has been monitoring my legislative activities in terms of committee activities or legislating in the chamber. 3 weeks back, I was in the chamber. One of my colleagues, who was also given an award, was there at Frankfurt. So he came back with my award that they have given you this award. And that was where, because they just sent me that they have nominated me for the award. They did not tell me the details of why did they want to give me the award or what makes me to bag to get the award. Until when the certificate of the award came, then I show what they have given me the award on. I say, wow.
and also her philanthropic nature, and yeah, the scholarships that she has been given, you know, her assistance to the needy, particularly widows, you know, and the likes. So we are really happy, and she has made the women, Nigerian women, proud.
For those that live in Gombe, they know what my activities are. Even when I was in commissioner, I have about 6 structures that I have given out to different communities. Before even I was elected as member House of Reps, I constructed 2 classrooms somewhere in my own village. Then I constructed and named a building, town hall, after my late uncle Senator Idris Abubakar. And I have donated 4 different skill acquisition centers in 4 different communities, namely Tulabaule, Kamu, Awak, and Kushi.
All the wards in her constituency, about 20 wards, every ward has benefited. They have solar boreholes. She dig about almost 40 boreholes for her community. She built civic center, skill acquisition centers in all the wards. If I start mentioning it for you, just of recent, she just did her empowerment program, empowering people. She gave out about 52 keke napep, 200 sewing machines, irrigation pumping machine, barbing salon kit sets for the youths, and about 100 of it. Then hairdressing salon kits for about 100 ladies to empower them, because women and youth are her concern. Then machine for car wash to empower the youth, Italia also, and she donated 100 beds, hospital beds, and mattresses, 100 mattresses, 100 bed sheets, and examination bed for the hospital.
Ba wannan keke napep ko gadaje na asibiti ko injinan markaɗe ko injinan inji ko abubuwa da kuka gani anan, wannan ba shine ayyukan 'yar majalisa ba. Ta yi ayyuka da dama.
For me to appreciate what they have done to me, I did not relent on just saying that they have elected me, I should forget about them. Definitely I have to come back to show them kind of appreciation. I continued with selecting 300 students in different wards. I gave them allocation, that's to sponsor them to go to the tertiary institution. The first set that I sponsored, that's the first 300 students from unknown family to go to university and have their degree. They will graduate. My target is for them to graduate in 2015.
I'm a university student and I've been benefiting from this very scholarship courtesy of Binta Bello. I've been benefiting for 3 years now.
Then I introduced a scholarship scheme to 300 students again, which I'm only giving them 10,000. Each year I will give out 3 million to 300 students to buy textbooks.
I've been benefiting from the school scholarship that comes annually. That for the past 2 years now, I've been benefiting from this program.
We introduced this ICT in 2011. It did not take up in 2011, it took up in 2012, which we named it after my name, Hon Binta Bello ICT Center. We have about 40 computers.
Kowane ɗan adam ajizi ne, yana buƙatar taimako a rayuwarsa. Da shawarwari da tallafa masa domin ya samu abin da zai taimaka ma rayuwarsa. Mu ba ma da abin da za mu faɗa illa mu mata godiya, domin ido ya ga abin da ta yi a zahirance yanzu.
So far, under the affiliation scheme, we have graduated 350 students. Some are having diploma and some are having certificates.
Yes, I appreciate the good work and the governance that she needs to now. Because actually this is a better sign of a good politician.
In the arena yesterday, where she empowered her people, it was so interesting.
Bani wannan Snake Bite Road wanda mai girma gwamna ya yunkura ya gina, mai girma speaker, wannan Snake Bite Road din notice gaba ɗaya suna zuwa asibiti nan Cameroon da Chad suna zuwa asibiti nan shine ya sa muka ga.
On behalf of my dear sister, Honorable Binta Bello, I, Amin Waziri Tambo, do hereby present these equipment to His Excellency the Executive Governor of Gombe State for the use of the clinic that has been specifically established in Kaltungo to attend and address the issues related to snake bite, which is very rampant around this area. I commend the initiative of the governor for establishing that clinic. I commend the initiative of Hon Binta for supporting the administration of the governor towards ensuring that this major challenge is addressed. On behalf of all of you here present, I hereby present this material: 100 hospital beds, 100 mattresses, 100 bed sheets, and 100 pillows, and 40 wheelchairs to Your Excellency the Executive Governor of Gombe State.
Shangum mu matan mu masu kokari ne, masu dogarowa da kai ne, ba sa zaman banza, suna sana'o'i. Wannan mata suna da gidan biredi, don haka shi yasa muka designin wannan band din saboda ba su samu wanda zai motar da zai na taimaka musu wurin kai kayan sana'arsu. Don haka ina kira ga mai girma gwamna, shi zai mika musu wannan yana.
Wannan abin da kuka gani shi ne, in an yi amfani da shi da kyar gashi ɗaya ne ko biyu ko uku sai ya ninka. Ninkin da ninkin.
If you are a woman, you'll be proud of her because you can see, you were there at the program, you see the caliber of people that were there. Even the women from the National Assembly, from the reps, you see the women that came with her. You will see her colleagues that were there. You will see the women from the state that were there. You will see the old, the young, everybody. Some people that, if you go to them, they talk about politicians or something like this. These politicians. But when you call her name, they'll be there, and they were there at the stadium to watch her program. They said, "This is a woman that we are proud of, wherever." But even some people from the other constituency, they say, "Why can't you borrow her for us so that she will do something for us in our own constituency?" You people are lucky.
Kaman Lallafido Ward ta gina Tamshu Holt. Kaman Gondun Ward ta gina Women Center. Kaman Tuleri inda muka yawa ta gina Tamshu Holt. Kaman Afilia akwai wani wuri da ake kira farin kasa ta gina asibiti. A Gundale Ward ta gina ruwa overhead tank. Kushi Ward ta gina ruwa overhead tank. Kura Ward ta gina ruwa overhead tank. Sannan Bangunji Ward ta kai security light yawa ta yi wannan. So wannan shine kaɗan daga cikin ayyuka da Honorable Binta take mana.
As a politician, she has that make of human kindness. Whatever project Honorable Binta Bello undertakes, the underlying driving force behind that project is the feelings of human kindness. She connects with her people.
This is not the first time we've been experiencing her empowerment programs. We've seen a lot. And just like what the Gombe State governor has attested yesterday, that she has done more and much more is still being expected from her. Even though this is not part of her legislative responsibilities, it is just an extra step in cushioning the primary responsibilities she had to deliver to her constituents.
From what I've heard about Binta, she was in the she was the local government chairman, chairperson. And then she, was elevated and she contested, not that she was just promoted, for her seat in the National Assembly and won. So I dubbed my heart for her, for a woman.
whatever we are giving them back as politicians, we create that avenue to make them to be self-defenders. We want to stop them from youth restiveness, so that if they learn a trade, as the saying says, teach someone else how to catch the fish, not just be giving him the fish to eat, because he will always be relying on the hand that gives. So that's why yesterday we tried to see that we give them things that they can. Already we taught them the trades, but they need something to back them. That's why yesterday we give them all these items we have given out, so that they can be dependent, and through them they can feed their family.